As the strike of junior doctors in Gujarat enters its fifth day, 7 infants have died for the lack of proper care. The striking doctors have been demanding a hike in their stipend and have refused to get back to work, despite the Gujarat government's threat to have them arrested if they refuse to return to their duties. Now, the doctors have refused to budge from their demands, despite a number of babies actually dying from fatal diseases because they have no one to look after them. Babies who could have been saved if they had received basic health care from these striking doctors. But the doctors are continuing their agitation, denying that the strike is responsible for the death of the 7 infants.
Cases of some children also dying in Baroda. As doctors, don't you think it's not right on your part to continue with this strike?
Yeah, the dying of the infant is not related to the strike. First of all, it is the government. The resident doctors are not responsible for any deaths in the hospital. The government hospital is looked after by senior doctors, senior staff nurse. So they are taking care of senior doctors are taking care of them. So it is not due to the strike.
However, the parents of the infants who have died say despite the doctors' strike, it was the doctors who are responsible for their baby's death. They could have taken some action, but they did not.
ये जो हड़ताल चल रही है डॉक्टरों की, उसकी वजह से आपकी बच्ची की जान गई, ऐसा मानते हैं?
हाँ, मैं वैसा ही मानता हूँ कि हड़ताल के लिए मेरी बच्ची की जान गई। 11 दिन तक अच्छी थी मेरी बच्ची।
यहाँ पर कल बजू 4 बच्चे ऑफ हो गए थे और आज डॉक्टरों की हड़ताल के हिसाब से ये घटना हो रही है। अगर पहले डॉक्टर थे उसके पहले भी तो कोई ऐसी घटना नहीं हुई है।
Meanwhile, the Gujarat government has only made the right noises and minimum action has been taken so far, but its main focus is elsewhere, specifically on the Hooch tragedy. Now, in the mock Vishant Sabha, which was held in Ahmedabad, the topic of discussion remained limited to the Hooch tragedy, while the deaths of these innocent babies went largely unnoticed. And for more, let's go across to Abhishek now, our correspondent tracking the story from us. Well, Abhishek, 7 babies dying due to the doctor's strike. Really, who is to blame and what kind of action can be taken against the striking doctors?
Well, so far as action by the government is concerned, it has been limited to imposing the Essential Services Maintenance Act, which essentially means that the government wants the doctors to come back and provide their services at the various civil hospitals across the state. But the fact of the matter is, beyond that, the government is yet to act, yet to take any action. In fact, there are reports that 100 doctors have joined in Surat Civil Hospital, but except for that, of the over 1,400 doctors who are on strike across the state in over a dozen civil hospitals, they continue to remain on a strike, adamant on their demand that their stipend be raised. So obviously, a lot of back-end negotiations going on, but on the face of it, patients continue to suffer even as the government dithers on taking any strict action against the doctors.
Absolutely, Abhishek. Thanks for that. In fact, that also prompts times now to ask these critical questions. What kind of doctors strike when children face fatal diseases? Also, will the government hold anyone responsible for the deaths of these infants? And is the politics over the huge tragedy more important than this pressing question and this pressing problem that has come up, a doctor's strike, as a result, 7 infants losing their lives?